everybody, and welcome in. My name is Yolanda Roos. This is my channel of Facilitated Light, Well-Being, all that fun stuff. We are just doing a check-in video. We're going to start with the angel numbers. We're going to get a High Priestess one, like a Egyptian deck I have. This is just going to see if there's any messages that need to go out, find you. This is a spiritual reading, so if you are on a path or you are drawn to this, there's a message in here for you. We're going to see what the guides and the powers that be, the monad, God, source, what they have to say or what they are giving information. I don't know what's going to come out. We'll see. But what messages from the angels? Angels, what message do you have for the collective? What should they be thinking on or have to deal with? What message do you have for them that would pertain to most of the people, or a message they can come back and find? Thank you. All right, there's one. Let's see. Oh, that's the good one. 000. This one is universe abundance. The universe abundantly supports you. The force of love is around. The number enhances all attributes of other cards you draw today, creating a powerful connection between you and your angels. Visualize the power of the universe flowing into your being and envision your own creative forces amping up to meet it. Draw another card, knowing that the next message will be amplified by this message, or by this card, the energy. Sorry. The angels are with you always, but sometimes they step in and help us a little bit more, give us understanding, discernment. They help us to see things that maybe we didn't see, like your guides, your actual guardian angels. Your ancestors are angels in an essence, but they're more, it's at a soul level. They're with you on the next realm up. The realms are all kind of together. So when your loved ones pass, they're not like leaving you completely. They might go away for like their judgment type of thing, where they talk about their life and stuff, but they will be still in the realm near you. They'll still see you, but they will look at you or comfort you in a more spiritual way. So know that if something has passed away, a dog, a family member, a friend, something of that nature, that if you hold them dear, they know how you feel on the other side. So something's coming through that if you are dealing with the loss of something or someone that's passed away and you're doubting or wondering if that person still knows that you love them, or you're worried about them, or anything of that nature, know that they are aware of how you feel, because they see you, feel you, and experience you at a spiritual level with like your higher self and the different versions of you, and there's different levels of where you're at. You have different dimensions that you exist at all at the same time. So they are with you in an essence, but in different levels, okay? So they can talk to you through your higher self. They can give you wisdom. So let's see what's going to come with this. So we got 2. 801, soul regeneration, or renovation. Sorry, I can't read. I just took a nap and got up. I said, I'm going to come and talk to all my peeps. All right, 801 is soul renovation. Shed the past, awaken your truth. Your angels know that you have been through many trials and tribulations. Now is the time to put down the armor that helped you survive those trials and live freely. The door has opened to your new life. Sit in meditation and envision yourself walking through a doorway. Behind you lies the past, ahead of you lies the future, where you are living your truth. What do you see? Draw or journal about what's on the other side of the doorway. So this is the energy, supposedly. I don't know. I'm feeling like 50-50 about this. They're saying that we have moved into the new timeline. We have adjusted and shifted. And the way people are feeling and the way I felt, I'm wondering if it did kind of happen, because like I said, that you weren't going to jump into like another universe or something. You were going to shift into the one that is more aligned with where you are at, where you think, how you believe, your frequency. So this is like definitely on target with whatever you've done in the past, this new shift and this new energy. Because I was just telling my husband, I don't know where I'm supposed to be going. I don't have direction right now. I know I'm supposed to live and go to, like, I'm not trying to, like, I said, I feel lost in an essence, not like, I don't want to be here and I'm like so lost that I just like, it's that I just can't get the specific direction. Like, I'm looking over there going, okay, that's the analogy that I used for him, and I'm sharing because maybe this is something you're dealing with, and I'll share what happened with me to try to help. I said, I'm kind of at a crossroads because the past is done. Like, I feel like I'm leaving that behind. Like, that's done. But now I'm like standing in a circle with either woods around me or, say, on the edge of a cliff. Like I'm on one of those raised pillars and I'm standing on the pillar. But when I look around and I'm trying to find where my next path is, there's no open door. There's no open path. There's nothing. Or I'm on the top of the mountain thing and it's like, well, how do I get off of this thing? Like, I don't know where to go next. It hasn't been made clear. So at first I was like, okay, I don't understand. Maybe I've done this to myself. And I said, no, I got it. Like a download in an essence that it's just still waiting time. It's like there's a door. There's like, I want to make a choice. I don't know if people could understand this. I want to make a choice and start heading towards something. But my doorway's like, it's over there, or it's not even appeared yet. So there's no like choice for me to really make totally. And there's nothing for me to choose because it's not time. And I don't like that. Like, it was driving me crazy. I was like, I want to pick, I'm used to and being programmed into, what are your goals? Where are you going? Like, it's ingrained in you. Oh, you need to have goals. You need to have things. You need to know where you're going. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't even know. Here I'm 52, almost 53. And I don't know what I want. I don't know where I'm supposed to be. I have an idea of some things that would be nice, but like knowing that I'm trying to find my spiritual path and be on the right path. So this is the other thing that happened to bring it together, why I realized. And I was listening to a video and the girl was saying something of the nature of, it's a patience. And when you are aligned to where you're supposed to go, instead of having these maybes, like the path is narrowing. So we are definitely going on, or I, as a personal person, I am going and falling into an alignment of what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm in the middle of my life, so I should be going towards something. So I feel like and I think that's what's driving me crazy, is I know that there's a purpose, there's a thing, there's something I'm supposed to be like doing, or I'm going to do, something's coming. But she said, and this is why it resonated, it was for me because it said your spirit guides have a message or they want to talk to you. And it was talking about the fact that now that you are really on a path, or you are in an aligned path, you will have 99% no's and 1% yes. So as you're traveling, if it is not correct, and there's no maybes, it's either yes or no. And you're going to be filled with lots of no's, because as you're trying to navigate and find your way and stay on the right path, it's going to say no, 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 yes, okay. And then it's going to create a possible doubt. And that's what I was dealing with. Like, I didn't know, I was getting a little frustrated, but not like mad or anything, just like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing. And I feel like they're saying that the new timelines are coming and new things are coming in. And, and I'm thinking, I should be feeling like, but I kept trying different things and nothing was working. So I'm like, okay, I guess it's not the right one. And then I would get the red flags or I'd get the warnings. And right now in my walk, I listen to those, because that's usually, no, it's not for you. It's okay that you tried it. We'll take care of you, protect you, whatever. But no, that's not what we want. Okay. So what I'm putting out there is that if you are on the spiritual alignment path, and you feel like there's something that you need to do, but you don't know where you're supposed to be going, don't beat yourself up. Don't have that doubt. Know that it's coming, but you're not going to have as many like, oh, maybe I'll do that, maybe I'll do that. It's going to be like, no, no, yes. But the yes is only going to come once in a while, right this second, because until you get aligned and find that path, if it's not perfectly aligned for you, it's not going to allow you to do it, because it's locked in. It's like when you get to a certain spot, you are locked into what you're supposed to do. So this is for my spiritual people. This is for my people that know there's something they want to be working on, something they're supposed to be doing. They're a little lost. The energy is like crazy right now. So don't, Mercury retrograde is just finishing. So you could be feeling like, I don't know if the word's traumatized, but there's going to be things from your past, things that you've done, things that might come up, people, delays, your car's breaking down. We have these wars going on. We have inflation through the roof. And it's not to point, you can't point the finger to anybody. It is what it is. Yes, governments have a part of it. Yes, the strait that they're trying to get the oil through has a part of it. But it's like, you cannot get consumed in it, because what you do, unfortunately, it's hard, easier said than done, it pulls your vibration down. It pulls you down to low frequency. Then you get mad, you say things, you get, you start holding things in you. And this is a time to be purging, doing the shadow work, removing the things, feeling it and releasing it so it is no longer in your life. So you are renovating your soul to an essence that you are removing all the clutter, because when that thing comes in, remember, if you've watched my videos, you'll know there is something that's going to come in and flash through, and it's going to be very intense. It has not gotten here as far as I know, because I would think if it was coming through, you would notice it. And I don't think it's come through yet, or it's coming, or it's trickling in, like it's getting closer. And I think that's why there's anxiety. Like, I went to the hospital and I feel like there's extra energies or extra pressures, extra things coming in. The solar flares are amping up the Schumann resonance, which is the heartbeat of the earth. Like, it's legit. There's a heartbeat of the earth. And I think it's resonating at a much higher frequency. It's pushing those frequencies out, and it's making us tired. It's making us feel, it's trying to compensate for all the stuff that's coming in, because if you bring all that radiation in, the earth is wanting to make it balanced. And when there's so much of those particles, too much of that electromagnetic energy, the earth is going to compensate and try to protect its land, its people, its things. Okay, so you might be tired, and there's no like legit reason for it, because we are used to running at a certain frequency. The earth runs at a certain frequency. Her frequency's been about the same, and all of a sudden recently it's like been up where maybe it was 10, 5, something like that. It's at like 35 to 42. So it's much higher, and it's a frequency. It's being picked up as a hertz, as a frequency. It's coming out, and that's what heals us when we touch the earth. But as she's responding to what's coming in, or the overload of electricity that we use, in addition to the electromagnetic energy that's coming in, I think she's protecting herself. And as you're heating that core, because that radiation comes through, and the reason I'm explaining this is so you can understand, the sun, when it sends off a solar flare, sends electroplasmic electromagnetic energy. When it comes through, some of it does go through the ozone, and that magnetic field is so stretched that some of it can get through. It's heat. It's going to heat the core. Now the core is much warmer. You're seeing volcanoes and earthquakes, because those plates are shifting, because it's movement, because underneath, where it might have been more solid, is now like sloppy and moving around, and stuff is coming out. So that's where you're going to see natural things occurring. Changes. The solar flares are going to affect the sunshine that comes through at an intense level to heat up in an area that's supposed to be cold, or to overheat an area that's already nice and warm. So know that you have some things coming in. Keeping yourself hydrated, keeping yourself grounded, keeping yourself aware of what's happening. Maybe check the news to see what the weather's going to be. So maybe you could avoid maybe going outside in it if you are dealing with illness or cancers or things of that nature that would already make you a little weak to start with. I don't know what people are dealing with, but it's like going in the sun for 3 hours and you just are in it. You're just living in your house. It will affect you. It will tire you. It will deplete you, because as you receive all that energy, your body has to work to process it and remove it, or use it within the body. Because the sunshine is what we make vitamin K. That's the only way we get it. D and I think K works with stuff in your body, but it's also reflective with the sun. I know D is specifically. All right, the other one, yeah, this is what we just talked about. 292 is channel anxiety. Create positive distractions to reroute nervous energy. That's the other part, exactly what I just said. I didn't realize this is what it was. With this major vibration from the earth and coming in from the atmospheres and coming in from space, you're going to have anxiety. You're going to have a little overstimulation. That's basically anxiety. It's overstimulation of your nervous system, of your body. It might cause you to be fidgety, and your brain, like I've been having trouble, even with, I take marijuana tincture to sleep. With it, I'm still struggling a little bit to go to sleep. I do sleep, but my mind is just like, I feel like there's so much going on, so many downloads, and being sensitive and an empath, I think sometimes I get into my, sorry, there's a hair or something. Sometimes I get in my mind because I'm thinking of things or trying to, ground myself, or something triggers me because I'm human, then I'm thinking about it. So just be patient with yourself. And the most important thing, and I say this not to be like beating a dead horse, you need to sleep, you need to have water, and you need to have good food, because right now your body needs to be loved. You need to be patient with yourself. If you're used to go, 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 you might feel a little down. You might not be able to go at that max Energizer Bunny capacity, and you need to just accept that. You do as much as you can, or you get the most important things done if you can, and then you rest, or you take a break, or maybe you don't work 3 jobs. Maybe you have to cut back a little bit. You improvise, because your health is the core of everything. If you are not good and you are not healthy, it's going to ripple out into everything you do. So this card says your angels are validating that the anxiety and grief you are experiencing can be overwhelming. You are also dealing with the death of things that used to be. And that is real, okay? It is like a death of somebody leaving, because it is the core and the essence of who you are is leaving. It's dead. And now you have to figure out how to act. I know that sounds silly, but you're going to see it unfolding. You're either getting it, you're in it, or you've just experienced it. You have to learn a new way of living life here, because the old things aren't working. They're not going to satisfy you. You're not going to be content. You're going to have wanted something, and then also now you're going to be like, well, I don't think I want that. Like, I don't know, So be prepared. Know this is going to cause a little bit of sadness and anxiety, because you're not going to know. I said this is part of the message that I'm bringing to you. They urge you to channel those emotions into a positive distraction. Clear your energetic space to create an oasis for something enjoyable and related to your anxieties by cleansing yourself with water in some way. Take a bath, a shower, or go swimming if possible. So yeah, if you feel like you're anxious and the only thing you really have is your shower, take a nice hot shower, wash yourself, put stinky stuff on that smells nice to you, just let the water run over you, and then think, I'm washing away the stress, I'm washing away the anxiety, I'm cleansed by the water. It comes to heal me and make me feel better. And drinking good filtered, I drink spring water. I don't like filtered water. It's not good for me. You drink what you want. Actually I like smart water too, because that has a little bit of electrolyte minerals and supplement things that come naturally in the earth. But you can just drink tap water, that's fine too. But water is essential, because if you become dehydrated, it makes the functions in your body not work right. Your skin will get dry. It'll cause you to have headaches. It'll cause a lot of things. So And at this time, if you have more solar activity, it's going to be drying you out without you even realizing it. So it's kind of like when you go to the desert, you might not feel like you need to be drinking, or you might not feel hot, because as you're sweating, it's like burning off, it's just fading. You need to be hydrating, like Colorado, Arizona, California, those drier places. You need to continue to drink, especially if you're going to go outside and do stuff, to make sure you stay hydrated, because you can evaporate and not even realize it, essentially. So that is part of what your angels are telling you. This is a time to be grounded, to be working at a soul level, being realistic with yourself, being open to new things, open to changes, open to the fact that you might not know. If you've been a person that always knows where you're going, you might not be there right now. And myself, I usually like, I gotta do this and that, I got this plan, I'm going here, doing this, da 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 da. My aunt will say, oh, she got so much stuff going on, but that's how I usually like it. Well, that's changing, and I am realizing now my plate overfloweth a little too much sometimes, and I'm learning to say no. I'm learning to do the things that grow me, and not feeling like I have to do things out of obligation. That's feeling trapped mentally. That's your 8 of Swords. That's feeling trapped. You aren't. You're just being manipulated or made to feel. It could be just you doing it, not even somebody else, that you feel like, oh, I have to do this and I have to do that. And if it's not good for you, you don't really have to do anything. I mean, you can, some things you might just have to say no if it's becoming too much for you. So there might be a change in how you see things, do things. But while you're in that process of growing into this new being, this new energy, how it's affecting you as a single soul, in addition to how we're all collectively being affected, you're going to see little by little as it unfolds what you need to do, what you need to remove. And that's the hard part. And there's stuff you have to remove, especially it's what's been programmed into you since you were a little child. You know, there might be a new way of thinking, approaching, or doing things. So let's see. What spiritual message? Your card came out, Merkaba. This talks about sacred geometry, interdimensional travel, and ascension. So this is what I'm taking. This is the time that we are growing. We are ascending. We are, and ascension isn't like, you see like, oh, Jesus flying in the clouds. It could be an essence of that, but this ascension is going from a lower vibration and becoming the higher vibration, or moving toward a higher frequency based individual at a soul level, that we are perceiving and doing things differently. We are elevating, ascending higher. It's the highness. The ascension is coming to a higher frequency, looking at things through a soul perspective, not a human perspective. And at this time when you ascend, I feel like it's the heart and the mind coming together. Like you have the spiritual soul part of you and the human mind part of you coming together to find a balance. To me, that is the highest form of ascension, that you become balanced within your world, and you are balancing mind and heart together to make choices, to live your life. And when you embody all of you, not just your human or not just your spiritual side, the two pieces come together as one beautiful work of art. And that's when you can start giving to the world. Because you didn't come here to drink margaritas. Remember, we talked about this. You didn't come here to drink margaritas on the beach. And that's a nice thing. But you came here to help humanity. You came here to learn, to grow, to do something. To free people that are stuck in the matrix. To free people that are stuck in chains that don't even realize it. We're going to pull a couple cards for you and see what kind of energy is coming through. Let's see. I was going to say we got 2 decks here. There we go. So, we're just going to get some word cards for you with this one. See what falls out. This is my yin yang deck. This has opposites. So it's like light, dark, go, stay. We'll see what kind of messages come through for you. I hope everybody is feeling better and doing well. If you've made it this far, thank you for staying. If you like the channel, you can go ahead and subscribe. You don't have to, but it just lets you know when new messages come out. I was doing it every day, but I'm doing it like every few days. And when I am sick or down in energy level, I do not read. I am sorry, because it's very hard on my body, mentally, physically, that I try not to push it if I'm not feeling well. So just so you know, if you don't see me, there's either I'm working a lot and I have to pay my bills, especially now, there's a lot of expensive stuff going on, or my energy is low. So this is the first card, growth and expansion. So yes, you are growing, you are expanding, taking up more space, you are connecting with your soul. And then this is your next one, grudges, holding on to. Yes, there are things that you are still processing. There are things and grudges that you're holding on to that for this ascension to complete and go to where it needs to be, they need to be released. It doesn't mean that you're saying it's okay they did it. It's that you realize that it was against you. It's done. Let it go. Move on. So you have space in your life, your heart, your world for new experiences, life, and growth to happen. If you are holding all that garbage, and it is garbage, it is turning to filth, yuck, strife, pain, and it is just hoarding up space. And I always say it's the adage of you're dragging the bag of rocks behind you the whole time. You don't need to. Yes, it's terrible that it happened, but if you hold on to it, you're just allowing the strings of it to stay connected to you. Especially if someone did something meanly, they're still winning, and you don't want that. You want to be free, okay? And then the last thing is spending, acquire. So this is about the balance within your life of how you are giving and acquiring. And it's not just money, it's what you give out and what you receive. So make sure that they are balanced in this time, that you're not trying to take too much or that you're not giving too much. Balance out with your work and things like that. But I think spending and acquiring, it's like the things that you're pulling in, pay attention to what you're buying, what you're pulling in, what you're getting, because it could be significant in your life. I don't know how that's going to affect. You take it as you resonate. So there's growth and expansion, and then there's grudges and holding on to things. You need to release things, or there's things that you are still processing, and then spending and acquiring. That's getting something and bringing it to you. So whatever you're bringing to you, evaluate why, what, how much. Is it creating balance? Is it not creating balance? Do you need to acquire more for yourself? Do you need to spend more on yourself or bring more? Are you not spending? Are you spending too much? Okay, so take that as it resonates. And then at the bottom of the deck, it says faux enemy. So make sure that you are aware, because there could be something against you that you don't realize right now. Because if you're elevating and other people are not, or you are the enemy because you are not bowing down to the systems that be and the old paradigms and the control people, they don't like you. When you become spiritually awoken, if you need to be liked, you're not going to be liked by some people, some things, because if you're going to stir up the system, some people don't want that. They want to just stay comfortable. They don't want to grow. They're not at that level. They're not awake. They just let me sleep, man. It's like kind of like waking up a kid that wants to sleep. They don't want to wake up. They want to stay in the dream. And not all of us, a lot of us have awoken. We're like, whoa, I don't want that dream. Now I'm awake. Like, not real. It's fake. All right. Last couple cards. What's affecting our energy fields right now in our soul? This is the one that came out. Sextile, opportunity. Collaborates, assists, explains, provides opportunities, synergizes, creates possibilities for, opens doors, promises, brings insight to, communicates, welcomes, develops. So this is what's coming in and affecting your soul. There are new things that are coming in, which is really cool. It's a good card because It's a creation of something. It's collaboration. It's opportunities for new jobs, new things, new people, new experiences, new. It's new things that are coming in for you with this energy. So your soul is getting ready to receive and bring in these new beautiful things. We're going to do our Ocean deck as our last card. This is the Oracle of the Tide, I think. Yeah. All right. What message do you have for the... Well, that was quick. All right. So this is very soothing. It says, let go. All right. At this time, you are called to release what is no longer needed. So this is your soul message. This is what's coming through for sure. You need to be releasing. This is the end of Mercury retrograde. And the Mercury retrograde is helping your soul. It's not really helping you as a human to a degree. It's a soul-based help. It's making you see what you need to get rid of that is no longer serving you, that you're holding on to, that you should be letting go of. The grudges, the pain, the old dreams, the things that you feel let down, your own self-sabotage because it didn't work out the way you thought, or somebody made you feel a certain way. You need to be releasing all the things that inhibit you from embracing a new life, a new thing, a new way of looking at things, a new path ahead. You know, we have this beautiful path that's coming, and we're wanting to drag all this garbage, like from back when we were kids, or expectations that were put on us, things that were taught of us. We need to finally release what we see. Now, if you ask somebody, they're going to say everything's okay. But in their mind, they're not going to tell you. Been there, done that, and I've seen it. You know exactly what's not helping you. You know exactly what you're not wanting to let go of. You know exactly what's your pet peeve comfort thing, that thing you hold on to, that thing that you say, oh, but they were mean to me, or oh, they did this to me. And listen, we're human, okay? That's a coping mechanism. We have to get to the point that we are acknowledging it, feeling that it was really crappy. It affected our life. It could have destroyed our life. Legit. It could have been devastational. But that we're no longer going to allow it to be that negative, cutting, terrible, garbage thing that it has been for so many years. It's a choice. That is the one choice that you do have. And while you're waiting for those new doors of opportunity, the new collaborations, the new things, the new experiences, you have got to get this clutter out of your house. In addition to spiritual clutter, I'm getting ready to clean out my space. Now the spring is coming. I want to start fresh for this year. I want to clean out all the stuff. We're going to do yard sales. We're going to clean out. So you may have to do an actual physical cleanse of your space, because you may be holding on to products, things, collectibles, things that they are just a reminder of your old thing. And there's a point of having something from your mom that's a good reminder and you love it, or if you just love it. But if you're holding on to things because you're holding it out of guilt, or it's that one thing that keeps you comforted, or it might have comforted you before, and now you're seeing that it's just taking up space, but you're like, oh, well, I wanted it and I got it. Well, sell it to somebody, or get rid of it, or give it to someone that will appreciate as much as you did, because you might have outgrown needing that thing or whatever in your life. Okay, so if it's for you, you'll understand. So the rest of the card says, let the ocean tide wash you clean and comfort you with its salty, grounding love. As the surf crashes in, it will acquire whatever crosses its path. Give it to the sea willingly. That is the thing. You have to release it willingly, because you're not going to grow if it can't take it from you. It belongs to you. It's with you. This part is like, it's talking about like pulling the seashells and stuff like that. But anything that comes in your path is going to take something with it. But some things are lodged in you, and they're not just falling off until you go, I don't want this anymore. I don't want that thing hurting me. I don't want to be brought back to that thing. I don't want to live in guilt. I don't want to live in obligation. I want to live because I want to be here. I want to do this. I want to experience this. I want to be a part of this. I want this in my life. I want to grow. I want to be a better person. I want to, go in this new direction. Okay. So focus on what you need to let go. so you can make room for what needs to come in or wants to come in to make you have a happier, more peaceful, grounded life. Folks, I hope you have a nice day, that the weather decides to figure out what thing it is. Where I live, it's not been too decisive. It's like a bipolar mother nature. So I love you guys, and we will see you soon.